The pattern appears in small intervals. A message arrives, the response does not. Time passes, the reply is drafted, then held. The send action is delayed. This repeats, not once, not twice. Meetings end without a position stated. Follow-ups are postponed. Decisions are acknowledged but not confirmed. The behavior stays consistent. Requests receive partial acknowledgement. Commitments remain open. Dead space forms between contact and reply. Silence fills that space. The silence is not explained. When options are presented, selection is deferred. When choices narrow, delay remains. When resolution is expected, the moment passes unused. Calendars are left tentative. Agreements remain provisional. Language stays conditional. I'll get back appears often. So far appears frequently. Soon is used without specification. The same sequence returns. Notice, pause, delay. The action never fully fails. It also never fully completes. Tasks remain open longer than necessary. Responses arrive after relevance fades. Decisions are made after pressure dissolves. This is not isolated. It occurs across contexts: work, personal exchanges, group settings. The rhythm is steady, not rushed, not halted. Each instance mirrors the last. The spacing changes slightly, the structure does not. Nothing dramatic occurs, no confrontation follows, no rupture appears. The behavior simply continues, unremarked, uninterrupted. Others adjust timing around it. Conversations slow, expectations stretch. The delays accumulate quietly, not as events, as intervals. The pattern remains visible only through repetition. Single instances seem minor. Together they form a trace. The trace does not announce itself. It persists. The delay begins to register internally, not as concern, as awareness. Each pause leaves a residue, small, unspoken. Attention turns inward more often, before responding, before deciding. The space between intention and action grows familiar. It is noticed, it is tolerated. Thoughts circle longer before release. Certainty feels less immediate. Clarity arrives later than before. Nothing breaks. Nothing announces itself. The inner stance adjusts slightly. Readiness softens. Momentum thins. Consideration extends beyond usefulness. Evaluation continues past necessity. Completion feels less final. Confidence does not vanish. It becomes conditional. Each delayed response reinforces the posture. Wait, recheck, hold. The mind stays suspended longer than required. Not stuck, not moving. This suspension becomes routine. Silence feels safer than closure. Delay feels neutral. Over time, decisiveness no longer presents itself first. It follows review, then another review. Internal signals lose urgency. The impulse to act arrives quieter. It waits for confirmation that does not come. The inner environment shifts without resistance. No alarm sounds. No discomfort forces change. Doubt does not appear as fear. It appears as hesitation inside thought. Certainty is approached carefully, then approached again. The posture settles, measured, restrained. The cost is not counted, it is carried. Others begin to notice the spacing, not the cause, the pattern. Responses arrive later than expected, not absent, delayed. This becomes predictable. Expectation adjusts without discussion. Messages are sent earlier. Requests are framed with more buffer. Confirmations are sought elsewhere. Nothing is said directly. No correction is offered. No signal is given. Coordination shifts subtly. Plans remain flexible longer. Outcomes are left open. The behavior is not challenged. It is worked around. Reliance changes shape, not removed. Redistributed. Follow-ups increase. Clarifications multiply. Redundancy appears. Trust is not withdrawn. It is diluted. Others wait less actively. They check less often. They prepare alternatives quietly. The adjustment is gradual, almost courteous. The hesitation becomes a known variable. It is factored in, not discussed. Group rhythm compensates. Pace slows slightly. Decisions are deferred until confirmation arrives. The perception stabilizes, not negative, cautious. Reliability is not denied, it is conditional. When alignment is needed, confirmation is delayed until arrival. When certainty is required, expectations soften. No one names the change. No one assigns fault. The mirror forms silently, through timing, through spacing. What is seen is not intent, it is pattern. The adjustment holds. The continuation remains smooth. Nothing interrupts the sequence. Delay carries forward as habit, not reinforced, not corrected. The environment finishes adapting. No further signals are sent. Participation stays intact. Weight shifts subtly. Decisions arrive with narrower scope. Room for influence contracts without notice. The individual is present at the edge of outcomes, not excluded, not relied upon for closure. Responsibility follows reliability. It settles where responses land cleanly. The pattern holds its line, flat, extended. Each postponed commitment lengthens the distance between intent and effect, not visibly, functionally. Contribution becomes indirect. Input precedes action. Resolution occurs elsewhere. The trajectory does not collapse. It stabilizes lower. Engagement becomes observational. Execution migrates outward. Nothing is taken away. Nothing is restored. The role becomes defined by delay itself. Not named, assumed. Expectation recalibrates fully. No one waits for confirmation before moving. The drift completes its quiet work. Without declaration, the path forward looks the same as the path behind, spacing preserved, pattern intact, presence continues, effect diminishes, the motion remains gentle, unforced, consistent, nothing ends. The behavior no longer stands apart, it blends into presence. Delay is expected before it appears. Silence fits naturally around it. The self is experienced through pacing, not through intent. Action feels optional, longer than before. Completion feels less urgent to define. The internal posture and the external rhythm align, not by decision, by repetition. Nothing feels wrong, nothing feels sharp. The gap between readiness and response becomes familiar ground. Standing there feels normal. The sense of being counted on softens without notice. Not denied, not claimed. Reliability is felt as variable, not fixed. The individual does not resist this shift. There is nothing to resist. What remains is continuity, the same delays, the same pauses. Identity is carried through pattern, not statement, through timing, not words. No label appears, no judgment arrives. Only recognition settles quietly, not as insight, as atmosphere. The silence holds.